I hope that's not a blizzard. I really kind of want to just get moving and do a few things since we're currently sitting in a place that's reasonably safe. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark, our interloper run that we are going to be working towards taking to the Forsaken Airfield fairly shortly. We have several zones that we need to go look at, or at least kind of check on a few things. And there's the wonderful music that, we all know, love, and enjoy. I have been playing the game, at least playing the game in between episodes for a little while, and doing some various experimentation around the new update. So I do have a few things to report. One, we missed a Summit Soda sitting right there. Two, I remember why I can't play Stalker now. I 100% can remember why I can't play Stalker. Got to the point where I got tired of Stalker, got bored with Stalker, and it's the simple fact that there is so much loot in the game, even at that level of difficulty, that it is almost impossible to manage your inventory. And when you've been dealing with something called Interloper for the longest time, it's a sensory overload that's rather hard to get back used to. So one of the reasons why I kind of decided to play Interloper was that the challenge for me in Stalker after about 100 days in game becomes very, very, very trivial. And as you guys can kind of tell, at least with this, I've gotten pretty good at playing this level of the game. But at least for the most part, Interloper, there's always that constant thing. You have to keep your player fed. You have to keep your player safe. You have to keep water and food and things in it. And because of that, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for a person like me. Anyhow, what I've learned and discussed or found out about this, again, is that, well, I understand now why they say that we can't have tails, the first tail from Signal Void in Interloper. And I wrote a little comment on it in the Discord, or at least my Discord, as to why. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I am going to say that everybody that plays this game, if you have any amount of time in the game and have mastered all of the regions and all of the zones in the game, not necessarily including the transfer pass area and the airport, you should be a little aggravated about what they did. I'm going to just say it like that. Go play Tails. Go find out what I'm talking about. It's super simple, super easy. Spawn in at the, load up a Stalker or Voyager or whatever you want to. Spawn in at the airfield and go do the whole thing. Should take you technically about 5 hours to complete. That's what they say. Took me 18 days in game because I was too busy goofing around. But I do have the badge. If I could figure out how to show you guys, I would show you from here, but it's not a big deal. I have more questions than I have answers at this point. I'm not quite so certain as to what I experienced other than what the results were and the fact that we got some stuff. As far as Interloper is concerned on that, there has been some other things, and we're going to talk about it, I think, fairly soon. As soon as, like I said, as soon as we find a hammer, we're going to start talking about these things. And I am currently actually playing in the metric system because it's simpler to do math when numbers are like this versus this when a game was designed originally to be based around the metric system. This is a metric number converted to imperial, not an imperial number converted to metric. So it's easier to do the math the other way around. But let me just put it like this. And again, I've just posted some of this stuff on the Discord as well. Please, by all means, read it, enjoy it, go look at it, see what you think. But these are not great. They're not great at all. We'll work on them, and I'll show you guys here fairly shortly. These are awful as far as how much work it takes to prepare them, how much work it takes to cook them, and what you get out of them as far as calories. I'm just going to say that right now. And the reason why I'm going to say that right now is because of these things. This is 150 calories each. 150 calories each. And it took no time at all to pick, right? When you get done preparing, where is it? One of these, like I said, when we get to this point where they're prepared and then you cook them again, they're only 80 calories on cooking 0 and 100 calories on cooking 5. So we are currently sitting at cooking 4, almost cooking 5. So, like, we're sitting there a bear or a moose from being cooking 5 at this point. That's pretty terrible considering that it takes almost the entire amount of calorie count that you get out of them to make them. It's anywhere between 50 and 70 calories to get 80 calories at cooking 0. It's pretty sad. Pretty sorry considering that, you know, it is what it is. We will mess with it. I do believe we probably have a blizzard. Yep, we have a blizzard. I am going to, well, I guess pass time and hope that that wolf that we shot last episode is dead and is laying on the ground somewhere. And I'm going to have to go ahead and, like, I guess probably might just eat this and see if we can get food poisoning. But I'm going to pass some time till the thing goes away, and I will see you guys when we get back. All right, so we took a nap. We did a few things. We'll go ahead and drink that soda and get it over with. Let's go see if we can find our wolf. I'm assuming the storm went away. I mean, it kind of faded out for a second there, and I slept. Sounds like just the wind is blowing. Let's go get our toys out. Oh yeah, we do need to finish this one bow that we didn't bother to complete. That's going to require us to go to a spot where there is a workbench. Let's see what's out here. Okay. I already hear crows. He's right over there. Nice. Okay, well, let's carefully go gather our arrow. Check a few things out. Granted, it has been a few days. Once again, I've been kind of just putting these out as I get the time to do them. I normally would sit down and play for several hours and just enjoy it. But I think what we're going to do for the time being, considering that there are probably going to be a couple of things happen. I did find a bug with the new acorns as well, and it's a pretty game-breaking bug. But again, it's another one of those things I'm good at doing is breaking stuff. So we'll kind of break this game as well while we can. Let's go do a little bit more looting over here. See what we can't find. I think we're, like I said, again, at this point with this character, there's only about one more thing I want to go find, and it's something that I kind of mentioned a few episodes back, is to go to Ash Canyon. I keep saying that. Hush River Valley, because there is a cache in Hush River Valley that I would like to know if it is available for an interloper. It is going to require an interloper that has a hatchet and, well, crampons are not necessary, but that would be nice to find out whether or not that cache is still there. And that cache would get us something that would be very useful as we go into the airfield. So we're going to do this kind of quickly. I don't figure there's going to be a whole lot of stuff we really need in here. And I really, again, the problem why we're so overweight right now is because I'm carrying 3 pounds of this, well, almost 4 pounds of that. So once we find a hammer, if we find a hammer, we'll go through the rest of the process. But they're likely going to get left right here. But let's go see. We'll start over here, I guess. The doggies are not out. Let's see what we can find. Again, we're going to kind of do this fairly quickly. Yep, wrong button. Nothing here. Theoretically, and the other thing, too, is supposedly I would also like to do a little bit more searching through some cabinets and like things like this, because the clothing that we got, or that they added into the game, not 100% certain yet whether or not it spawns on interloper or not. Not 100% yet. We'll take one more of those and we'll call it quits. We might be pretty heavy by the time we get to Grandmother's.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
But again, if we happen to run into a Mackinaw in here, that'd be great. Or Maybe a new leather flight jacket. That would be cool. I have a feeling we're not going to find much, though. Milton's not great for clothing most of the time. You're mainly here for the food that you're going to possibly find. We are where now? 66 days on this one. Interesting. Almost 300 days on my other one. I didn't even notice that. Maybe we'll find another bug in here, too, that I'll have to show. This house is more or less complete, but some of these are not. Mainly just after traveling food at this point. But again, if we can find some cool stuff, it'd be cool. I'm fine with it. You always got to kind of hit a zone and look. It's not like we're going to find it's not like it's a bad thing right now to try to save on the somewhat calories of cattails that we have and things like that. Let's see if it does it. No. Okay. Not a thing. Clothing. Nothing. Wow. I will say that for the first time in a really, well, a first time ever in any of an interloper save that I have ever tried, I finally managed to make it all the way down to the bottom of the Aurora mine in Coastal Highway and back out in one evening without getting stuck down there.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Thank you. We will take it. And what was odd about it is that I found a fisherman's sweater in a container in the bottom of that was supposedly supposed to have been removed in the update. So I don't know if it was because I'd been to the that area several times and it had been put in the box or not. So it may be something that I may have to try with another interloper. But that was a surprise. Otherwise, there wasn't really much down there. Need to make sure to check all of the visors. There is 2 caches in this zone, and we have already not found one of them. Oh, it's so refreshing. I mean, I hate to say it, it's so refreshing to play something that's kind of this sparse when it comes to loot, because you're not carrying a million pounds of just random stuff around. Yeah, we're going to take those with us. We'll break them up later. The new beachcombing feature, however, has been a lot of fun. I've played around with that quite a bit, and that's going to be, again, maybe something they may need to adjust seriously, is how much renewable material is now showing up in the game, especially on lower level stuff. On lower level, you can get quite a bit of things to spawn. An interloper, you can get some really, really, really good stuff to spawn. To the point that they're giving us, where is it? These guys now. Those boots, you know, when you harvest one of them, that's, you know, a piece of leather for something okay. But, you know, usually it's some of the other deals. Leather's going to be a big problem, and I will say that right now. There's a bug. There's a bug right there. See that oven? It's obviously open, but if I click just right on the door, it'll open a little bit more and allow me to search it. These and these are doing that, and there's actually, I think, a cabinet maybe in this one. There's a cabinet in one of these bathrooms in Milton that if you click on the cabinet door, it looks like it's open. It's not. You're allowed to search it, and I've actually found things in that cabinet. These ones don't seem to be doing it. Like this one right here. And a pot, is it any... Wow. Yes, it is good. Sure, you can. Well, we're not that heavy yet. We're getting there. I'm going to play that we're not that heavy yet right now. It's the only problem with Milton is you spend too much time picking up everything you shouldn't. Bring some water, fool. I'm not going to pick up any more water, though. We're good there. Such a nice, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, I missed a house, walked right by it. Look at me. These things hardly ever have anything in them anyway, but we can sure take a look if there's a toolbox. We're after containers. Once again, we need to kind of know what's in these containers. If anything. Nothing. Okay, and is there anything in another container? Where are the wolves? Maybe I shouldn't complain. Anything in the pickup truck? I think, given the fact that we currently have 4 of those, I don't know, we'll see. Is it here? Hang on a minute. I think it's there. Yes, it's there. You see the new little tower right to the side of the other one? That's part of Signal Void. It's in every single save. And what we may do when we go, well, over... I really don't want to play spoiler like that. I'm not going to say that. I might go do that on my own with this one if we end up going to someplace. Now I'm trying very hard not to spoiler it, but it is... Again, I know... I'm interested to see whether or not they put all of the assets into the game and then just did not use it in Interloper, because that's an asset that doesn't need to be in the game because I can't do anything with it. Actually, I think we can. I think we can actually go up there and part of the Signal Void is to go find all of those little new towers and fix them. You get to go haul a bunch of stuff to them. You got to take a bunch of parts, and we may see the parts. I think we saw the parts the other day. I think we saw the wires or something the other day, and you're supposed to go in and fix those, and then when you fix one, it's going to pop open a signal that's going to tell you to go somewhere else and go check out, a signal. And, well, if they put those in the game, they put the wires in the game, I'm wondering if they actually put the things you find in the game as well, or at least in this save, because it's all, again, retroactive or retro-reactive, whatever. They put the oak trees in, they put the acorns in, even though this is a save that we had before, and we'd walked through the zone that, like, say, Mystery Lake, we walked through Mystery Lake several times. So, it's not like we didn't unload something. They put in the stuff that they needed to put in to make it work. We're a little heavy. Let's go over to Grey Mother's and take care of this, and then we'll do that house, because that one generally has a piece of clothing in it. We'll do this, and then I think we'll probably try to push on to, well, at least the trailer, because I think we're going to go to Hush River again. I have a very much big interest in going to look in Hush River for a specific cache, if we'll find it. I guess the food is ruined. Not going to bother with it. Is this one edible? Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and clean up our inventory, get as light as we can, and then we can go do a little bit more searching of Milton. Alrighty then. Let's get across the street. We'll do this one last if we end up with anything else. But we're going to go ahead and run across over there, do that blue house. Got rid of a lot of weight. My interest still is to try to figure out where some of these cache locations are supposed to be. So let's go ahead and check the cars behind the post office very quickly. That house generally has nothing in it. Okay, interesting. So there is one here. That's an important thing for another time. Nothing. Is it in you, my friend? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Please give me something. Come on. Oh, well. Okay, I'll take your leather. Thank you very much. One thing I will say about it is the new flight jacket is very cool and very warm, but also very, very, very expensive to repair. Let's just stick our noses in here very quickly. If this one's trashed, I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, it's trashed. Nothing here. So like that door right there, it says it's open, and for whatever reason, this one does want to work this time. So, go upstairs. I think this is the teddy bear house, yeah. Poor little guy, he's been in here left all by himself. Hey, nice shirt. Not really, but whatever. Okay, let's go across the street to the other house and get the bank done. Want to check all of the cars. Nothing so far. Let's go in here. Now, this house is usually pretty trashed. But this house sometimes has a chance for something very good. Either under
This stuff will come in handy.
there or in here. Today it is not. I guess we'll take all the water since I left it all in Grandmother's. There. There's one of the other things. That cabinet is obviously open. However, I can search it and see if there's something in it. Nothing. Okay, well, whatever. All right, so search all the containers once again. Locally, more cloth. Don't need the fan. Is there anything under here? Sometimes there'll be like a pair of socks down here. And then, of course, we found a sweater. Is this one going to let me search it? Yes. Interesting. Hey! No! You caused us pain last time. Where did you go? Get out of my life. And that one is obviously broken. Like, say, this refrigerator, whoa, is obviously broken. It's both open. That's got to be a bug. As far as I am concerned, that's got to be a bug. But, hey, I'll take more stuff to search. This house has got food in it. Really? That's unusual. This is a... Usually when you can kind of look at one of them like this that's been trashed like this, it's, you know, got stuff laying around all over the place, doors are open, everything's kind of junk. Usually there's nothing in these. The ones that you find things in are the ones that still have furniture and really? There I go talking. Good Lord. I guess you can still get that stuff. Of course, it is 66 days. We should still be finding that. I guess while you're at it, just get rid of that heavy thing. Oh, God. Just imagine drinking an entire bottle of maple syrup. How absolutely crazy sugared up you would be by the time it was over with. All right. One more car, I think, or two more. And then the bank. I think there's another house. We might just leave. So that house, no. That house, yes. You. I usually don't bother with the house on the hill, and I haven't gone up there in I don't know how long either. Sometimes there's a piece of food up there, sometimes not. On that one up there. Anything in the back? No. I am thoroughly convinced almost at this point that they've removed every single cache for interlopers. I'm almost completely convinced at this point. Because when I did it originally in Milton, one of the cars, I forget which one it was, had the note for the cache that's in this town. And that cache up there where I was talking about up there, I verified it the other day. The ranger station should have a note and a key for a cache as well. So if you're playing on a lower difficulty, that's where you should find one of them. But I'm, like I say, almost convinced at this point that they've taken out almost every single one of them for interlopers. Nothing in here. I think we'll probably just go to the bank if there's nothing cool laying around on the floor. Oop, candy bar. Now we look. That. I'm going to say it right now. I need to kind of start making coffee. We should have left a bunch of that, and I didn't. But I think we'll probably be glad we brought a bunch of coffee with us to the airfield when we get there. Given how big that zone is, it'll be nice to be able to run across it. Another broken refrigerator. Briefcase. How much is in this one? Go ahead. We'll just load up on water since we're not finding a massive amount of cool stuff.
Never know. End up being useful.
I'm going to say this right now. Remember this for many, many, many episodes from now. Just remember this. Rabbit in a shower. Oh, yeah, already went upstairs. All right, so those should be all the cars. At least these cars. Let's go back here real fast. Just some wood. And a new pry bar. Wow. Thank you. I wanted a new pry bar. Where in the heck are all the animals? I mean, I'm not complaining. But there are no rabbits here either. All right, let's get on to these two cars. I guess we'll do that first. Nothing back here. Click, click. Nothing. I think it was this car. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think it was this car that had the memento in it. Now that I look at it. It's either this one or this one. Nothing on the floor. Nothing on the visor. Nothing on the visor. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, I guess. One more car. Well, we'll do that in a second. We'll go ahead and get these done. I think, Wesley, so given the amount of time it takes, we'll go ahead and do this other little house that's under construction, and then we'll do Grey Mothers, and then we can move on to the rest of Milton and Hush River in the next episode. Wow, this one was empty. Okay. Glad for the extra pry bar, though. That's nice. That means we can take a fresh one to Broken Railroad. Not that that's probably going to make much of a difference, but taking a reasonably fresh pry bar with us to the airfield will be nice. There are a few things to look at there. I'll pick this up and then combine it, please. There you go. Okay, that'll work for now, and then I wants to put down this and this. We will be cooking those. Gosh darn it, it is food. We'll be cooking those three guys, four guys. So this is a dog food? Okay. Do realize it's a little dark. I apologize. We're getting kind of good at doing this kind of stuff. So let's check everything down here, and then check everything upstairs, and then we'll end it. Oop, I already checked that. What am I doing? Don't see any can opener, just a cardboard box. I think that one was broken too. Is it open? No, it's just the edge of the door. Okay. All right, nothing in the kitchen. We'll do the once around. I guess it's getting a little dark. Hopefully we can get this all done before it gets too dark. How much lantern fuel do we have? Not much. I don't get one right there. Sadness. How are we on the pot?
I think I can use this.
Yeah, we'll leave it right there for now. Let's go to the closet. It's kind of hard to see in here without any light. I do apologize again. Weasel up on the cardboard box and look behind. Oh my. Oh my. That's nice. This is one of those kinds of cool things for you interloper players. This is how you speed run a bow, is if this is here and you spawn in the muskeg. So if you're really, and I mean incredibly stupidly lucky, and you spawn in, like, say, Hat Creek in muskeg, you can have a bow in the amount of time it takes you to get a hammer, a hammer and a knife. You can have a bow. So, I mean, it's literally like 7 days, especially if you get lucky and find a cured gut somewhere around. Now, granted, I know it needs 2 of them, but still, you can, like, in 7 or 8 days, you can speed run and get that because of that thing right there. If you're really, 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 really lucky, you'll find I think it's, 5 days for guts or something like that. If you're really, really, really lucky, you may find, hello. I think we already have one of these, right? Yeah, and, ooh. Now, well, that's cool. That's stuff I can tear up. We've got all kinds of clothing at this point. Give me something cool. That's kind of cool. I think we found several pairs of underwear at this point. Anything under this bed? No. Already looked at this one. All right, so we're about out of sunlight, about out of daylight. Did we look in the thing? Look in the back. Oh.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
Well, hello there. Cool. Oh, there's a baseball cap. There's a baseball cap. It's got a 3D model now. Not that it matters, but it's a 3D model instead of a flat model, so it's cool. Anyhow, let's see. Check the gray mother bedroom or her bedroom. Anything? What did I see? It's a bed. Okay, I know. Again, sorry that it's kind of dark. We're gonna go ahead and probably do a little bit of maintenance after this, and then we'll go on. Worn jeans. Not really, but okay. Nothing in there. Nothing here. If you're good at it and you can't see, just kind of wave the little mouse pointer around on where you think something might be, or you found something before in the daylight, and it will allow you to pick things up. So I think we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of maintenance as far as sorting out materials, cutting things up, and going on from there. I may light a fire and cook this stuff just so that I can get the cooking skills, because we are getting dangerously close to... Like I said, if I just go hunt and cook a moose or a bear, we would have cooking 5, which would be fantastic. And to be fair, I kind of think I might try to save this until we get to Broken Railroad, so that we can have a bear hide very close to where we're going into a zone, because we do not have another bear hide for our coat, of which is slowly degrading. We don't have any repair things for those kinds of stuff. So anyhow, I'm, again, going to probably sort a few things out. I don't think the sun is up at this point. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll be heading to Hush River. Bye.